Let's dive into our topic for today, how to be more magnetic and have deeper relationships with others. When we talk about being magnetic, we're not referring to sticking forks to your forehead or attracting a swarm of paper clips. No. It's about that irresistible charm that draws people to you. It's the spark in your personality that lights up a room, the warmth in your words that soothes a friend's worries, the laughter in your stories that brightens a stranger's day. But there's a common misconception here. Many believe that to be magnetic, you have to be the most attractive person in the room or own the latest high-tech gadget. Well, I'm here to burst that bubble. Being magnetic isn't about having a Hollywood smile or shiny new phone. Remember, folks, being magnetic isn't about having the best looks or the fanciest gadgets. It's about something much deeper, which we'll explore in the next scene. Just like the Earth's magnetic field, our personal magnetism comes from our core. No, I'm not talking about your abs, although those can help too. Now, let's dive into the core of attraction. At the heart of it all are your values. They are your moral compass, guiding you through life. When you're clear about your values, you become a beacon of consistency, and consistency is attractive. It's like being the North Star in a sky full of wandering comets, always reliable, always there. But let's not forget about authenticity. Authenticity is your ticket to the show called attraction. People are drawn to what's real. It's like choosing between a fresh, juicy apple and a plastic one. The plastic apple may look perfect, but you can't eat it, can you? Now, imagine a situation where you're at a party and you accidentally spill your drink on someone. Awkward, right? But instead of pretending it didn't happen or blaming it on the waiter, you say you're sorry sincerely and offer to buy them a new drink. That's authenticity in action. And let me tell you, it's more charming than any rehearsed pickup line. And then there's emotional intelligence, the secret sauce of magnetism. It's about understanding and managing your emotions and those of others. It's like being a skilled DJ, knowing the right tune to play to get everyone on the dance floor. Being emotionally intelligent means you're aware of the vibes you're sending out and how they're affecting those around you. Think of it this way. If values are the lyrics and authenticity is the melody, then emotional intelligence is the rhythm that gets everyone moving. Together, they create a symphony that is magnetically irresistible. So, ladies and gents, your imperfections, your quirks, your authenticity, they're not bugs, they're features. Embrace them. So being your authentic self might lead to some embarrassing moments, but hey, it's better to be loved for who you are than to be loved for who you are not. Connection is the glue that holds relationships together. And no, I'm not talking about your Wi-Fi connection. It's a funny thing, isn't it? We live in a world where we're so connected, yet often we're not really connecting at all. Our devices are buzzing, our inboxes are flooding, but how often do we truly feel understood? Now let's talk about empathy. Empathy isn't about solving problems, it's about understanding them. It's like being in a boat with a friend who's feeling seasick. Can't stop the waves, but you can hold their hand and say, "I'm here with you." Trust me, it's 1,000 times more comforting than handing them a barf bag and telling them to deal with it. Next up, active listening. Picture this. You're at a party and there's this person who's just waiting for you to finish talking so they can jump in with their own story. Annoying, right? Don't be that person. When you're actively listening, you're not just hearing words, you're diving deep into the story, you're swimming in the narrative, and you're coming out soaking wet with understanding. And that brings us to understanding. It's the secret ingredient that turns a good connection into a great one. Imagine you're in a foreign country and you don't speak the language. You're lost, confused, and then suddenly someone speaks to you in your native tongue. That's what understanding feels like. It's a beacon of light in a world that often feels too vast and too complex. So let's connect, folks. Let's put our devices away, let's look each other in the eye, and let's really hear what the other person is saying. Let's be the person who understands the seasickness, who listens to the story, who speaks the language. Remember, folks, the best way to connect with others is to understand them. And the best way to understand them is to listen. And I mean really listen, not just wait for your turn to speak. Now, let's take a look at some of the hilarious bloopers and outtakes from the making of this video, because nothing says authentic like messing up on camera. Isn't it fascinating how, even in the quest to be more magnetic and form deeper connections, we trip, we stumble, and yes, we blurt out things we wish we could take back. It's all part of the process. It's the bloopers and outtakes of life that make us human, make us real. It's in these unscripted moments that we find our authentic selves, and trust me, authenticity has a magnetic pull of its own. So let's embrace the bloopers, the stumbles, the mispronunciations, and yes, the occasional brain freeze. They add a dash of humor and a sprinkle of humility to our lives. They remind us that it's okay to not be perfect, that it's okay to laugh at ourselves. And that's it, folks. Remember to be your authentic self, connect deeply with others, and most importantly, don't forget to laugh at yourself every once in a while. Now, before we wrap things up, let's quickly recap what we've learned from our bloopers and outtakes. First, it's important to embrace the unscripted moments. They're not just part of the process, they're part of life. They make us human, they make us real. Second, remember that authenticity can be found in those bloopers and outtakes. It's in these moments that we reveal our true selves. And third, embrace imperfection and find humor in it. Nobody's perfect, and that's perfectly okay. It's okay to trip, stumble, and blurt out things you wish you could take back. It's okay to laugh at yourself, because at the end of the day, it's these moments that add a dash of humor and a sprinkle of humility to our lives. And that's a wrap on our recap. Remember these lessons as you navigate your relationships, connect deeply with others, and most importantly, don't forget to laugh at yourself every once in a while. Thanks for watching. You see, just like the magnetic pull, core of attraction, and the power of connection we've talked about today, patience is another essential element in our journey through life. It's about understanding that not everything has to happen right now, that it's okay to take your time, just like our slow-moving friends, the turtles. So, if you enjoyed today's video and learned a thing or two about the importance of authenticity, we believe you'll appreciate Turtles Get There Too. And remember, whether you're a hare or a turtle, it's not about how fast you get there. It's about enjoying the journey and learning along the way. Because in the end, even turtles get there too. See you in the next video.